Hi there, in today's video I'm going to try on a bunch of new e.l.f. products that I purchased from Ulta Beauty. So if you would like to see which e.l.f. new products I'm going to be trying on, give you guys my first impression, then please keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let's get started. So if you didn't know, I did a huge Ulta Beauty haul and I actually filmed it, and I actually have I'll link it up in the cards for you if you would like to see what other products I purchased other than just the e.l.f. products, but I bought a bunch of different e.l.f. products from Ulta Beauty, and I was actually waiting on one product that kept going in and out of stock and is really popular right now. Comment below which e.l.f. product do you think that I picked up that was not in my original Ulta Beauty haul from the e.l.f. products. So the first product that I'm going to be using today from e.l.f. Cosmetics is this e.l.f. Hello Hydration Face Cream. It's made with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex, and it comes with this very sky blue container, which I think it's really classic and it looks really cute. I have dry skin, so having hydration and moisturizer is very important, and this retails for $12. So I'm going to try it out to see if maybe it's a good option for an affordable moisturizer. I'm just gonna go ahead and use whatever is on the lid. It smells pretty clean, and I don't have anything on my face in case you're curious. So because it's a cream, it's definitely a little bit heavier compared to a gel base, but it feels pretty good. Definitely am going to try it out and see if my skin likes it. Obviously, with any skincare, even moisturizer, it takes using or trying a few times before knowing if it is, something that works well with my skin. So, but first impression, I do like it. I like the scent. It's affordable. It's $12, and I just like the very clean scent, not very strong scent. All right, so moving on, if you did guess it correctly, the product I was actually waiting for and it took me a long time to finally purchase when it came back in stock at Ulta is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and this does retail for $8. I would really prefer them to stop putting in containers like this because I really don't think it's very hygienic. I hate sticking my fingers into it, but obviously I'm gonna have to. So I don't really have a pore problem, and I know this is a poreless primer. It's great for those who do have pores, but I'm definitely gonna give this a try and give. Yeah, so that's pretty much my pore areas that I really do if I really wanted to apply pores on. It's basically just on my forehead, on my nose, and then just the sides of my cheeks just right here. So I think those are just going to be my focus areas, and I'm not going to apply the poreless primer to any other areas. So I'm actually going to use a foundation that I'm familiar with. I think it's actually a good thing just because trying way too many new products and just really trying to test out, especially the primer, if it really makes a difference. So I'm actually going to use my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the shade 455, and I'm just going to apply this with a flat top kabuki. This is a Wet n Wild brush. All right, so moving on, I did pick up their new e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and I did pick up the shade in light beige, and this retails for $5. Now this one is pretty similar to the Tarte Shape Tape and application that has a huge doe foot applicator, and I really just like to just place dots. I just feel like sometimes it can be a little bit much, so I'm gonna do that first. I did also pick up this blending sponge duo. It says it's best for liquids. On my right is actually the full size once you wet it. It is about probably double the size of when it's dry. So here's a comparison, and this retails for $10. So if you think about, each sponge is $5 each. So I think that's such a great deal. And so with this is actually wet already, I'm going to use the pointy side, and I'm going to blend out the 16-hour camo concealer. And I think the shade of the camo concealer, it being light beige, I think it really has that beige undertone and it looks really yellow. So maybe I should have picked up something that was a little bit more neutral. But I really like the texture of this blending sponge. I feel like it's very good. It's very soft and spongy. It's not too stiff, and it doesn't feel like I'm punching myself in the eye when I'm blending this out. It feels really good. So I did not pick up a setting powder or a translucent powder from the e.l.f. Cosmetics. I am going to set this concealer down with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in the shade Butter. I'm also going to go back into the Camel Concealer, and I'm going to just highlight basically the bridge of my nose and a little bit up here. It definitely applies a lot of product. Like literally, I think dots suffice for me. I really don't need to draw these lines. Like I feel like this is, I can feel like it's super thick already. But I think it feels creamy. I feel like it has a really good dry time. All right, and then that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do with the concealer, the setting powder, so far it looks good. I do see that the concealer is already creasing with my like under eye lines, but that's pretty typical of any concealer. I don't think that it's like creasing more or less. So I just did my brows off camera because I didn't pick up any e.l.f. brow products. Moving on, I am going to be using this new e.l.f. Rose Gold Sunset eyeshadow palette, and I think the shadows are beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick up this kind of rosy pink matte shadow, and I'm just going to use that as my transition today. Next, I'm going to go into this matte kind of mauve toned like shadow. I think it's so beautiful, and I just really think it's on trend to those very plummy berry tone shadows. And I'm just going to place it just like right on top where I had previously laid down the previous shadow, kind of blending them together. And then I actually want to go into this last matte, like even deeper plummy shade. And I really just want to build out that outer corner. And then for my lower lash line, I want to go back into this like mauve matte shade right here. I think it's so beautiful. And I'm going to actually put it on my entire lower lash line. And then I'm going back into that deep matte shade and then just focusing that on my lower lash line, just on the outer corners. And there are so many beautiful shimmer shades in here. I love these two right here. So I'm just going to go in with a flat brush. And I'm just going to do this dry just to see how it performs as well. And let's go ahead and start with this like pinky magenta one. And I'm going to place that on the like half of it, but closer to like my outer lid. I'm going to create kind of like an ombre effect. I think it looks nice, but it felt like it doesn't look as like shimmery. It's not that shimmery metallic if that's what you're looking for. But I think it actually performs nice just dry alone as well. Let's go ahead and try it after picking it up from the actual shadow. And let's spritz on some MAC Fix Plus and let's just see how it performs. Okay, so it definitely performs much better if you wet it, which most shadows, shimmer shadows do. And then I'm going to actually go into that other shimmer like coppery, and I'm going to put that on the other side of the flat brush, and then I'm going to apply that to the inner corner where I did not apply any shadows. I'm going to pick up this one right here. It's like probably like a taupey shimmer shade, and I'm going to apply that on my lower lash line, but just right at the inner corner right here, just to get a little pop. And then for my actual inner corner, like that I love to do, I'm going to go into this lightest, it looks definitely like it has like a yellow tone to it, shimmer shade right here. And I'm just going to place that right on the inner corner. So I did end up picking up one of the e.l.f. eyeliners, and this is the waterproof eyeliner pen, and it says to shake. This does retail for $6. So I'm going to definitely try it out. It looks like it's a felt tip. Wow, so for first impressions, I think it's really, really good. It's really, really black. It dried down fairly quickly to like a very, very dry matte finish, and it was really easy to use. I think it's pretty good for first impressions. I did also pick up the e.l.f. Primer-Infused Bronzer, and this retails for $6. Alright, and that's pretty much it for the bronzer. So for first impressions, I definitely like it. I feel like it's not too warm, it's not too cool. I definitely think it leans a little bit on the cool side, but definitely neutral as well. And it's not overly pigmented. I feel like you can definitely go in like with a heavy hand. But other than that, I do like it. I think that it's a nice shade. It blended out effortlessly, and I feel like it's not overly pigmented. Next, I did also pick up this e.l.f. Primer-Infused blush in the shade Always Rosy. This also retails for $6. Alright, so for first impressions from this Primer-Infused blush, I feel like it's a really nice blush. I'm not very picky with blushes. I just feel like as long as they're pigmented, easy to blend out, and I definitely feel like this blush was able to do that. I also really like this shade. So I did pick up some e.l.f. lashes, and this is the e.l.f. Natural Lash, and this is the multi-pack. This comes with 3 sets. So I'm going to go ahead and just try that on. Alright, so I just applied on the lashes, and honestly, I feel like they were very flimsy. They don't really want to hold shape, and they're really thin, you know, obviously because it's very affordable. It's definitely cheaper. I mean, I definitely do feel like that definitely shows in the quality of these specific lashes. And then lastly, the last e.l.f. product that I did purchase is this e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist, and this retails for $8. I love like setting mist or setting primers, and I just love these. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Woo. So this setting mist definitely has that coconutty scent. I feel like I love that coconutty scent. But the mist on this, like the nozzle, it's very, very strong. I definitely would not consider it really a mist. Other than that, it does look pretty good. I don't know if it really does anything, but I just love the feel of mist after applying all of my makeup. So those are all the e.l.f. Cosmetics products I purchased from Ulta Beauty. I feel like everything worked out fine. I liked everything. I truly feel like there was no like dead product. The only thing I think that you can give a pass for are definitely the lashes, just because for my personal preference, I just feel like they feel very light and flimsy, like they literally can just like fall off my eyes, and I just don't know if it's something that I can truly recommend, unless it's something that you like, that's something very thin and flimsy, and something that definitely I feel like maybe after 1 or 2 use, it's not going to be usable anymore. So that's it for my video today. Comment below if you like this type of videos where I try on a bunch of different products from one brand. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you would like me to produce more videos like this where I just try different products from one brand. Other than that, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.